Heyo guys, welcome to more Rogue Legacy. Let's once again do what we always do, or at least, for the most part do, in the beginning of episodes, and that is picking our next character. And then also tell you all about what we want to do and achieve today, and honestly, I think I'm gonna go for Lady Henrietta right here, and then focus on a farming run, right? I kind of want to now really try my absolute damnedest to focus on the gold. Not get sidetracked by anything, no matter what comes, no matter what they then decide to throw at us inside of the castle. I want to clear the castle and find all the gold contained within, and then move on to the forest and find all the gold contained within, and then only then maybe go to the Maya and then do the exact same there. But really focus on the farming right now, because I mean, while I was somewhat okay with the damage that we did to the next boss, the, what was he called, even the Ponce de Leon, I could be pronouncing that in the weirdest and also just wrongest way ever, but I don't know, I'm not too good with the French. At least I kind of think that that is French. I'm fairly certain that that is French. Is it? I don't know. Somebody that's smarter than me, please let me know. But what I'm trying to say here is that I was kind of okay with where we were at when we tried him in, like, I don't know, like last episode or something like that. So, despite that, I now really would like to focus on upgrading my character, getting new stuff, finding new blueprints, I don't know, like upgrading our damage and do stuff that way, and maybe even also maybe like look for some more bounty runes, and maybe even upgrade the whole like Charon thing and how much money he takes from you stuff. All those side things I would like to focus on for quite a while, just so that we have a much more pleasant future ahead of us. Right, so it's mostly maintenance, I think, what we're doing today, at least for the first good bit. I'm going to focus on that, on finding the gold, right? Then when it comes to the next boss, I have actually looked into some of the like little nuances that I might want to think about, I might want to apply once I then get to the boss fight and do him for good. And that namely is picking the barbarian if possible, because what I read is very neat, like sounding at the very least, because he can do a shout. I might be able to try that in one of these upcoming rooms when there's like more enemies around. And apparently what that does, the whole shout, it's like a Skyrim Fusroda kind of thing, you know, so it basically destroys a lot of stuff surrounding you, and supposedly it destroys the flames that the boss creates, which would be flippin' awesome. That would be so flippin' awesome. And taking damage there wasn't really awesome, but I can sure live with it. So that is something that I might want to do, right? I mean, that would make all of that a whole heck of a lot easier. And we'll try it out. So that would be a reason for me to pick the barbarian. Otherwise, I would also say that Hokage is pretty good for that fight. I think he's also a little bit quicker than the other characters. Is that true? It might be. That would be a reason for him, because being speedy in that fight is certainly also going to help. I mean, of course, at that point you also have to focus a lot more on evading the flames wherever you go. But also, you can get away from the boss a lot quicker and have more time to then dodge the flames, I would say. Anyway, that's basically my thoughts on that whole front, but I mean, we're not there yet. We still need to do a few other things, and I'm excited to see how long I can now manage to survive in this whole run right here. Because I've certainly taken a decent amount of damage. Maybe not necessarily the happiest about that, but maybe, just maybe, I'm gonna have exactly the luck that I need and can keep this up. So Hermes boots, I don't know what that does. Okay. Nope. Not a good room. Not a good room. Also not the best damage from my part. Like, I was kind of expecting to do a little bit more against the mages, but I guess he's dead now, so why worry? Instead, kill the weird star. What is a Pokemon even? There's like the star Pokemon. I don't know what is it. Starmie? It might be Starmie. Star, something like that. You know, the weird water Pokemon. Once again, me and my stupid Pokemon references that I can't really make. And that still upsets me, but I mean, hey, that's just how life works sometimes. By the way, speaking of which, that is like the weirdest connection to make now, but Germany won the World Cup. And my train of thought there is that I was thinking about Pokemon and thinking about how I can't make the references because I know all that stuff in German exclusively, and that then made me think of Germany, and that then led me to the realization that yes, as a matter of fact, we did freaking win the World Cup, and congrats to the team. That was really nice. Anyway, we're gonna move on. We're gonna focus on things that are actually contained within the game and not just totally. Okay, wait. I can't English no more. We need to focus on this now. Shit, alright. Just finish that sentence in your head or whatever. I'm now dodging them bullets. I was amazed for a second there, and then immediately everything just went wrong. Went all kinds of wrong. This is so mesmerizing. I'm not a big fan of it. I might just... Yeah, fuck it. You know what? I'm just... No, not... Oh my god, come on, I was so close. I was about to say, I'm just gonna say fuck it and get up top no matter how much damage I take. But yeah, that's what you get for thinking like that. That's not how the game works, but at least we're out now. God damn it, that was terrible. Might not even be getting too much gold after all. Alright. But it's still possible, you know? That's what I gotta keep saying to myself. It's still possible to get crazy amounts of gold. It's just really unlikely at this stage because we are really low on health. But I mean, like a chicken leg or two, everything's gonna look different immediately, but not if I keep getting hit like that. Jesus. Alright then. Alright then. Now it's time to get real serious. The cool thing is, though, that the lower my health, the more focused I seem to be. So maybe that is like somewhat of a silver lining there. We'll have to find out, I guess. Alright, this is really good, though, because we are absolutely going to get a chicken leg by destroying the left statue up there. And also picked up a lot of gold. I very much appreciate that as well. Now, just interact with the teleporter for the heck of it, just to make sure that it is going to be one that I can teleport to. I don't know why I would want to, but still. Just peace of mind, I guess. Right, that was the most pointless room that I've ever encountered in the entirety of the game. I'm actually really upset with that, but luckily we didn't take any damage inside. Neither in this room, which is also really neat, and also the chicken leg is very neat as well. And now we should be entering the forest, which, do I want to do that? That is the wrong button. Do I want to do that? There's at least, yeah, there's actually a good series of additional rooms here. We're gonna skip on this for now. We have the teleporter there, at least we should. So now I'm gonna use this opportunity to just keep exploring the castle. Because, I mean, if we stay inside the castle, of course that means we're gonna have to deal with, like, weaker enemies, which is nice. It really is nice. Also probably means that my gold gain is very much reduced, but who cares about that? As long as we keep getting the gold reliably, it doesn't really matter how fast we get it. So activate that, and then there's one additional room right here that I missed previously, and there's 0 things in here. I mean, there was a coin. That is something, but very little. Very, very little. Anyway, so there's another like whole series of rooms over to the left, right, and then down, which might be worth it. But wait, there is something. Oh, it's like a hidden dwarf door. Oh, that sucks then. Alright. For a second there, I was thinking, there's no way I missed something in there. There's no way there was a like whole separate path over to the left, but turns out there was, only that we're not getting there. Absolutely not. Alright, so I think I'm going the wrong way here. Yeah, I need to go up and then over to the left, or am I wrong about that? Very much not wrong about that. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and check that out real quick. I mean, that is just gonna be like, I don't know, if I were to take a guess, maybe like additional 5 rooms of the castle, and then we should be finding the Land of Darkness pretty soon. At which point, we're then gonna use the teleporter to teleport to the forest and then explore that. And I'm so happy that those dudes died so quickly, because that could have gone very, very much horribly. I don't know. I'm once again little overwhelmed by what's offered. Holy shit. Holy no. Fucking hell. I love the game, but it's so terrifying. And I played through the like entirety of Dead Space 3 recently, and this game is more terrifying. I'm gonna leave, you know what? Very much leaving. Now, this is something I can do. It's something that I can take a lot of damage from, but it's something I should theoretically be able to do without too much of a hard time, right? So we'll see. We'll time this very, very expertly. Is that a word? I think so. At least last time I checked, oh my god, okay. This we also want to time. Very good. Very, very well done. No damage whatsoever. We can move on and continue living our life. Right, so there's 2 chandeliers, there's a chair as well, and also yet another journal entry, which I'm proud to read. Is that is not even, that doesn't make sense. Anyway, I remember being a famous adventurer. That is cool. My martial prowess surpassed all of my brothers. That is also very cool. And he's sure of that, and always wondered why my father favored them over me. Isn't always the opposite in fairy tales. Fortune favors the bold. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Flavor text could, oh god, take it or leave it, but I mean, it's nice that they have it in the game, right? So now I think we should be getting close to like the whole, oh, there we go, teleporter room that I've been talking about. Very much the one right here. There was another room, I believe, to the right though, and I absolutely want to check that out. Let's kill this dude and not have him hit us. Really, really got my health back, which is so nice. I mean, it's still not like full or anything, but it's in a much better position now, isn't it? Right, this guy we should be, oh, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. All right. So, as I said, interact with the teleporter, then go to the forest, which is the one right here. Let's once again check whether I missed anything or not. Doesn't look like it. Okay, forest it is then, and we'll continue farming. Now, I think I remember that. Oh shit, okay, that was actually kind of scary there. Yeah, I believe the whole, what is it called even? Is it Charon, the guy? Kind of sounds like a stupid name and sounds kind of wrong. But the guy standing in front of the castle, right, that takes the money. I think the next upgrade connected to him requires 300 gold. Or, not even 300, 3,000, excuse me. So, if we get that, I would be very tempted to spend that on this upgrade, right? On that specific upgrade. I would be tempted. At the same time, though, I'd also kind of, oh my god, what this, alright. I would very much like to get other stuff, right? For example, like a health thing or a damage thing or something like that. So we'll have to see. Maybe I'm gonna be able to afford all of those, but it's just that the whole Chern upgrade and how expensive it is, I think it would be nice to get that out of the way as quickly as possible. So there's a chest there, also potential damage though. Let's maybe focus on some other rooms before we then tackle that one. Alright, alright. These should be easy to kill for me. He is not going to hit me, instead I'm going to hit him a bunch of times, and then there's like some kind of plant over here, which I should also be able to take care of rather easily. Certainly a much increased gold gain, that is something I very much appreciate. Let's hit that. Let's hit that as well, and then maybe also his brother. There we go. Also, once again, a whole heck of a lot of gold, which is nice. Really liking all the stuff. Really, really liking it. But yeah, I mean, I said it already in the beginning of the episode. Bounty runes are also something I'm very much interested in. There's just all kinds of stuff that I'm interested in at this stage. I mean, there's still so much that we can do with a character. We haven't seen like half of the equipment yet. There's still like a whole heck of a lot of runes that I have never seen. So there's a lot of potential in all of this. It just kind of depends on when we run into that, and then also how much gold we have and whether we can get it at that point. But potentially a whole... okay. Like a whole section of the game that we have not just seen yet. And then there's like a new area coming up pretty soon as well. Once we've defeated the boss, of course. But I would say that that is going to happen in like the next 2 or 3 episodes, right? So we're not too far off. Anyway, so that basically then concludes this whole section of I didn't think you would be able to make that jump. That actually upsets me. But alright. Now we're just gonna go back. Where did I miss something? Oh, there's a way down, and also kind of a chest upstairs somewhere in that beginning room. So yeah, very much this one right here. So am I gonna try this? It probably is worth it. Because chest, as you probably know, either means gold or actually like just a straight up armor thing, which would be nice as well. Right, so let's wait for them to shoot and only then run and find gold. Not the most gold, but we have 3,500 now, which is absolutely astonishing. I mean, that whole upgrade that I've been talking about, totally possible now. Totally possible, but also totally not sure about it either. So we'll just see. This might actually end up being like the longest episode, just because I am focusing on farming for once and not dying as quickly as possible. I mean, that kind of seemed to be the trend for a while, but no, we're not doing that anymore. Instead, we're killing all the red skeletons. I'm pretty happy that they don't act the way they act in freaking Castlevania, which, in case you don't know, in case you've never played that, they get back up, right? You hit them, they are just like this pile of bones on the ground, and then those fuckers actually get back up, which is just terrible. It is. And oh my god, Hyperion's Ring, you know what that means? That means we are gonna get a second life out of this as well. That is so nuts. I think that is very much nuts. Have I made my... I've made my nuts joke before, right? That might have been... I think that was actually in the live stream that we did very recently. So if you want to have a good laugh, check that out, because I made my nuts joke. Which I'm not going to repeat at that point, because then I wouldn't really be promoting my live stream now, would I? But yeah, it's in that like whole more Strider stuff episode that I did, right? You know what I'm saying. Cool, then. Now that we all know what we are saying, why not move on and live longer than this now made it seem. Alright, I can hit that guy. I can hit him and kill him and live longer. 4,400. That is remarkable. That is actually quite amazing. Gonna be completely honest about that. Now, take no damage. A fairy chest. See here, the whole dashing thing would be really nice, I would imagine. I don't know if I can make this, you guys. I'm so scared. Yeah, fuck that. And now I'm gonna have to get back as well and die. Because I committed to that, but oh! Yeah, we picked it up like a second ago. Already forgot all about it. The Hyperion's Ring or whatever that is, or was called. Already forgot all about it. But yeah, we're gonna get a second chance at this. And that is basically a second chance at finding more gold. So that is nice. Now, is there any room that I haven't found yet though? Because it does seem like, oh no, there's actually another one. Yeah, there's another one to like the top right of all of this. Now this plant I'm not necessarily too invested in. Instead, this whole new room is something I would like to focus on for the next few seconds, maybe even minutes. The chicken leg, pretty big fan of that. Let's maybe find like another one or maybe two. Defeat all enemies. I should have committed to this one instead of the stupid damage shenanigans that I tried to do there. Damage shenanigans. That was like the worst description that I've ever done. I was gonna say the whole like spike jump room, right? That was a much better description, obviously. Now this is just, I don't know how to feel about this, because that just seems like the strangest and most devious thing that I've ever run into. And also I'm not a big fan of that damage there. Now we have all kinds of wizards. They're evil too, which doesn't really help now, does it? And I'm scared out of my mind. I would love to get this. That would be like a very neat last little thing for me to do. I could also do something that I haven't done in like the longest time, and that is, oh wait, I totally forgot about that. That actually changes everything. And by change, I mean I'm going to still die. Right, okay. Oh, what an episode, you guys. I don't even know what to say anymore. It's just that everything is messed up at this stage. Oh shit. Okay, that was a good kill though. And that only requires one more hit. So if we can get that done, I'm gonna be so happy. At the same time though, it's gonna be quite difficult because his balls are like huge. No innuendo intended whatsoever. Oh, and fuck, all of that flies onto the spikes, which sucks so much because that would have been a whole like a whole sack of coins, I think. It's maybe one way of phrasing it. I don't even know anymore. All I know is I'm very low on health. We're probably gonna die any second now. I mean, might as well find new rooms that don't look like that. But is that going to be possible even? This is actually maybe worse. Maybe not though. We can wait for him to position himself in a way that allows us to kill him and then get killed. Nice. But alright, that is not too bad. Let's look at all the monsters, which should be all the monsters, more or less. There we go. Yeah, pretty nice arrangement there, but alright. And now spend the cash that we earned on all the stuff. So this is a lich, which is rather interesting. I don't think it's useful though. At least not for what we're trying to do in the very next episode, which is then absolutely going to be trying the boss again, the next boss. So now, what do we want to do here? There's a few things that we could do. Now, this costs 1,000, right? Before I consider buying anything there though, let me go ahead and check out some of the stuff that we have here in the whole encampment. Now, this is another vault rune, which from what I hear is really good for the boss fight. Supposedly having another jump is really good for that, and I mean, that makes sense, right? That makes a whole heck of a lot of sense. Now, haste rune is what we have right there. Then we could, I don't want to trade that though. I like the haste rune. So the vault rune I think makes sense. I think it does make a lot of sense to get this now. But that also means that I'm not going to be able to get anything else in the manor, right? So are we okay with just a double jump, or do we want a triple jump? I mean, while I do like the idea of a triple jump, it also kind of sounds like something I'm going to be able to fuck up rather easily. So this guy we're going to get, right? Because that is just me investing into the future. Just to, yeah, right. This is probably as close to no-brainer as I can currently think of. Yeah, because, I mean, in the future episodes, this means we're not going to have to farm as much. And that is good. Now, do we want health? I don't think we want the health. We want the armor. We might want the armor, but God, it's so hard, you guys. I'm sorry that I'm now sitting here and not fucking doing anything, but it's really just so hard for me right now. I might want to do the equip up. Would also be kind of me investing into the future, but you know what? Fuck all of that. Getting the vault rune, we're triple jumping, and that is then gonna be our strategy for the next episode, in which I'm once again going to challenge the next boss of the game, Ponce de Leon, or whatever it's called. Ah, look at us. But yeah, this should be really nice for the whole like flame dodging stuff that we're gonna have to do in that boss fight. But anyway, as I was saying, that is what we'll do next time. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will be back with more, and then we'll maybe even take him down. I mean, for all I know, that is at least a possibility. So, yeah. Check that out. I will be back, and have a good one. Goodbye, guys.